Hollywood fans were shocked when Dakota Johnson officially confirmed that her relationship with Jamie Dornan had ended forever. This news caused a stir among the public, especially those who loved the chemistry and connection between the two after the hit 50 Shades series. In a recent interview, Dakota frankly shared, "I think it's time for everyone to understand that there will no longer be any connection between Jamie and me, both in work and in our personal lives. We have gone on two completely different paths. From compatible colleagues to a gap that is difficult to bridge." Dakota Johnson and Jamie Dornan were once considered a golden couple on screen. Their overly sweet transformation in the series of romantic, hot movies made the public constantly speculate about a relationship beyond the screen. However, according to Dakota, the two have experienced many misunderstandings, disagreements and pressure from public opinion over the years, making the already fragile relationship even more difficult to maintain. The real reason behind the decision to go their separate ways. Although not revealing too many details, Dakota said that she and Jamie both need peace and focus on their own careers. The actress affirmed, "I don't want to go back to the past or hold on to something that is no longer suitable. This relationship is over, and there will never be a way for us to reconcile." Fan reactions. Immediately after the news was spread, social networks were flooded with regretful comments. Many people thought that this rift was inevitable after the two had tried to maintain a close image in public for many years. Others were shocked when Dakota used the definitive word forever. The future of both. While Dakota is busy with many new film projects and fashion activities, Jamie Dornan is also focusing on roles with a strong artistic cinematography. Perhaps their paths will only intersect in the audience's memories. The truth behind Unspoken tensions. A close source revealed that the relationship between Dakota Johnson and Jamie Dornan was not as smooth as they had shown to the public. During their collaboration, the two had many conflicts about their acting style, working style, and even real-life issues. Some rumors even said that Amelia Warner, Jamie's wife, also felt uncomfortable with the excessive intimacy between her husband and Dakota. Although never confirmed, these suspicions unintentionally added pressure to the already fractured relationship. Dakota Johnson, "I've had enough." A frank statement from Dakota in the interview made the audience even more excited. "I've been silent for too long. There are things that no one knows, and I think I've had enough. I need freedom. I no longer want to be bound by memories or the name Jamie Dornan." This statement is like an affirmation that, behind the breakup is a series of tensions, conflicts and silent hurts that Dakota no longer wants to hide. Jamie Dornan remains silent. Unlike Dakota, Jamie Dornan has not yet given any official response. This silence has given rise to more speculation. Is he trying to maintain his image? Or is he simply avoiding direct confrontation with Dakota in public? The end is forever. What shocked the audience the most was Dakota's use of the phrase forever, a rare decisiveness in Hollywood, where many relationships that seem to have broken up suddenly reunite. This time, it seems that Dakota has clearly affirmed that the door has closed, and will never open again. Revealing the shocking secret, the real reason why Dakota and Jamie can't get along. According to an anonymous source in the 50 Shades production team, the relationship between Dakota Johnson and Jamie Dornan was so tense that there were scenes that were almost completely cancelled. The insider said that Dakota often felt that Jamie lacked respect for her, especially when discussing sensitive scenes. Dakota always wanted absolute professionalism, but Jamie sometimes handled things in a way that made her feel slighted. This created a big distance between them, even though they still had to appear close on the outside, the source shared. Dakota's shocking confession. In her latest interview, Dakota suddenly dropped a meaningful sentence. "There are things that happen behind the scenes that the audience will never know about. But one thing is for sure, I can't continue to pretend that everything is okay." This statement immediately caused a public outcry, with many believing that behind their relationship were dark secrets that had never been revealed. Fans divided. While some fans expressed support for Dakota, saying that she was brave enough to speak up after years of silence, there were also criticisms, saying that rekindling the conflict with Jamie Dornan at this time would only make things more complicated. A future full of surprises? Although Dakota affirmed that it was over forever, the Hollywood media believed that this story would not end. Jamie Dornan's silence was considered a storm before the G-hour, and many predicted that he would soon have to speak up to protect his honor. Jamie Dornan finally speaks out. The truth is not what Dakota said. After many days of silence, Jamie Dornan finally spoke out in response to Dakota Johnson's shocking statements. In a short interview with the British media, the actor appeared quite calm but could not hide his anger. He said bluntly, "I respect Dakota, but I cannot accept when the truth is distorted. I have never been unprofessional or disrespected her as what is being said." The fire of controversy flared up. This statement immediately caused a stir on social networks. Some viewers believe that Jamie is trying to maintain a clean image in the public eye, while others think that he is right in not accepting public criticism. A Hollywood critic commented, "If Dakota decides to reveal behind-the-scenes secrets, Jamie will definitely not sit still. This could be the beginning of a secret, or even public, war between the two." Dakota reacts immediately. Not letting things go, Dakota quickly responded on social media. "I have no need to smear anyone, but I will never let my feelings or experiences be denied. If Jamie calls it a distortion of the truth, then he should ask himself why I have to speak up after all these years." The public war has no end in sight. With these back-and-forth words, the relationship between Dakota Johnson and Jamie Dornan has officially entered an unprecedented period of tension. Fans are no longer dreaming about a reunion, but instead are waiting to see who will play the next card in this dramatic war of words. Some Hollywood journalists even predict that the next Big Bang could be when one of the two decides to publicly reveal previously undisclosed behind-the-scenes evidence, something that will surely shock Hollywood. Leaked behind-the-scenes evidence, the truth that shocked Hollywood. Just days after the war of words broke out, a series of behind-the-scenes documents were suddenly leaked online. Internal videos and emails said to come from the 50 Shades production crew quickly went viral, becoming the focus of every entertainment news site. In the clip, the audience can clearly see tense moments between Dakota and Jamie during filming. There is a scene where Dakota leaves the set with an angry expression, while Jamie argues fiercely with the director. An email said to be from a production member also revealed. The conflict between the two main actors has gotten out of control. If not handled carefully, the whole project could collapse. Big Bang, behind-the-scenes evidence released. As the war of words between Dakota Johnson and Jamie Dornan continues to rage, an anonymous source from the 50 Shades production team has suddenly sent the media a series of documents and recordings that are said to be related to the conflicts between the two stars. In a leaked recording, Dakota can be heard saying harshly, "I can't do this forever, Jamie. You don't respect me and I am too tired." Meanwhile, Jamie responded, "I did everything to make the movie a success. If you don't feel comfortable, then maybe we should continue together." Hollywood shocked. Soon after the recording went viral, the global media exploded. Many major newspapers headlined, "Evidence confirms Dakota Johnson and Jamie Dornan are really not on the same page. The secret relationship has broken down." The audience was clearly divided into two camps. One side sided with Dakota, claiming that she had endured pressure and disrespect for many years. The other side defended Jamie, asserting that everything was just a professional conflict that was blown out of proportion. Dakota Johnson was determined, "I have no regrets." In response to the wave of public opinion, Dakota officially posted a message on her personal page. "I know this will be controversial, but I have no regrets. I don't want to continue to be silent and have to live with wounds that no one can see." Jamie Dornan responded, "This is betrayal." Not willing to give up, Jamie immediately called the leak of evidence a blatant betrayal, implying that Dakota or her team had deliberately released it to bring him down. Jamie emphasized, "I never intended to hurt Dakota, but it is unacceptable for private things to be made public like this." A war without a way out? This scandal not only cracks the image of both stars, but also risks affecting their future careers. Media experts commented, "One of them will have to give in or give a satisfactory explanation. Otherwise, this relationship will become a difficult stain to erase in Hollywood history."